Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So this is something I'll say later on in this video about trying to remember to do a post-com of this, because there was no commentary for this, because I definitely needed to focus as much as I possibly could. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Grohlvana, because it was his video that I discovered this very easy strategy. This is a hundred, 1,000, million times better than anything I was originally planning to do. So as I said in a previous video, the original plan essentially was just to kind of wipe everyone out with headshots and to take out as many people as possible that way. But unfortunately that requires to have good aim. So instead here I gave myself a little bit of a buffer, but I still use that strategy a little bit. I combined Grohlvana's strategy with this. I'll put a link in the description to his channel and to his video where I stole a lot of key parts from. So really the key part, and I'm pretty sure there have probably been many people who have actually discovered this, and I'm like the last person to know, is, excuse me, to use the return to sender trap, because something I did not realize is that the return to sender trap, aside from holding it, can actually block bullets. So this can be used as a pretty good defense. It doesn't pick up all the bullets, but it picks up a good chunk of them, so it definitely will provide the added protection I need for an idiot like myself who can't aim. So now then, as you can see, at this point I'm trying to establish my base here. So, and I believe it's about as best I could do. So now it's time to pick everyone off. As you saw before, I used attacks that were more towards shooting as opposed to melee. But of course, having the invincibility or the skyline, you know, when jumping on and jumping off the skyline, a big help. But also the... Well, you saw what perks I used. I already forgot. But as you can see here, just taking out all the guys as I move along here. Now, what's nice about this strategy as well is sometimes there'll be... The Vox Populi will get into position where they can't really shoot anything, and you may see this, I think you may see this at least once or twice. Well, there'll be times where the Vox Populi will be, where those little foot soldiers will get in position but can't really do any damage to the generator, and I'll try to take advantage of that as much as I possibly could. To pick up salts, health, whatever the case may be. So, later on, you'll see, well, I'll talk about that when I get to it. But, just try to destroy everything that was mandatory. Now, the big difference here with my strategy as opposed to Grohlvana's strategy, this was you can come up here to the this top perch, and I don't pick up the sniper rifle now. I pick up the one that's on the ground, or that's on the command deck, and then I come up here and use the rest for ammo. But as you see here, you pretty much get a good top-down view of the entire area, and that's one thing I didn't really use a lot, was the fact that Songbird has a pretty short respawn time when you just use them at the deck. Now, I tried to use Possession there to try to possess those guys, because if you recall, for an upgraded Possession, they will attack another person and then commit suicide. But I never upgraded the Possession, so instead I went back to my old strategy, Undertow, see you later, there you go. And so that's what I did for the rocket guys, because those guys can be a hassle, and sometimes the return to sender defense doesn't work against them. And then also, I just noticed it now, but there isn't any defense left there. And see ya. So, in the other gentleman's video, I keep forgetting his name, I just said it like 4 times. In Grohlvana's video, he said in his, well, not in his video, but in his comments for that video, he stated that he only had to use the return to sender defense twice, and I fucked up that there. Or once, excuse me. But I had to go down there and use it 3 or 4 times. Mainly because I was paranoid, but at the same time, it kept going away. So I don't know what the damage cap is on those, so I wasn't sure, but whatever. Anyway, this is also an excellent strategy. Is once you defeat the first couple waves, the Patriots start showing up, so you want to try to get rid of those as quickly as possible. As you can see, by the time you get rid of them, already halfway to go for the reload time for Songbird. Now you have to destroy this, and of course the easiest thing to do is to destroy the barge is by using Songbird, obviously. Now, the barges don't have as long as a or when Songbird attacks the barges, it does not have that's a fail as long as a reload time as when it attacks the Zeppelin. Just because the bigger the thing is, the longer it respawns. That's unfortunately how it goes. So, excuse me. See here, trying to pop headshots because I do have the damage boost. Also, ADSing well helps too. And then I think that guy. Oh no, okay. I think I noticed at this point that I didn't have anything left in terms of, you know, my little defense. I finally realized it now, so now I'm popping down my little balls of goodness. Just because I noticed that the generator was taking more damage than I was expecting. So, but, you know, it is what it is. Fortunately, now he's in a position where you notice he can't really do anything, so I can kind of take my time. Because you notice the generator energy is not going down, which is nice. And Songbird's ready to go, but I wanted to make sure I had the perfect defense, if you will, because one of the issues later on after you destroy, I think it's the second or the last Zeppelin, is they start spawning down. Alright, so that's the first one. That they start spawning right at the command deck position, and so they can get around and start shooting it. And usually that's when the Zeppelin, or the guys with the rockets, really like to do that. So that's always an issue. Now I finally got used that sniper rifle barrel there for ammo purposes. Now here's the second wave of Patriots. Now I already used my thing, unfortunately, which is not the same strategy from the video that I saw that was used. So I actually have to go ahead and go through the trouble of reloading and, you know, popping these guys off in the head. But what I like about up here is you can still pop these guys off. Excuse me, you can still pop these guys off using the sniper rifle, and you can still get, as you can see, pretty clear shots to both the head and the back, or the back ears, I should say. And so at this point, I'm getting my shit pushed in from the side because the barges on the sides now have automatic, those automatic gun turrets. As you can see, they are doing a number on me, but at the same time, I really wanted to get that Abraham Lincoln down. And I'm going to fall here. Alright, they're both down, I noticed, and then I fall because there was health way in the back, but I knew I wasn't going to make it. But as long as I took down the other Patriot, I was pretty pleased. Okay, so, medkit. Now, I thought there was only three waves of 2, but that turned out not to be the case. So, I think I had to do a total of 4 waves of Patriots. And so this is a strategy that I also took from Grohlvana. I keep forgetting his name, gotta look at the notepad. I wrote Grohlvana, in that I used Songbird on one of the barges while I destroyed the other. Now, of course, I'm trying to abuse invincibility as much as I possibly can, which again is a big, big help. So, at least with the sniper rifle, it does a shit ton of damage. Couldn't finish the job though, had to reload. There we go. Now I got him. Excuse me. So now I noticed that, oh fuck, the generator's in trouble. I got stuck on a fucking pole. And I needed ammo. So at this point, I just said fuck it, because I'm pretty sure I lost so much damage that I thought that and this is what I was talking about before, they'll start coming up behind here. But actually I noticed that I guess just a lot of those Patriot shots from the crank gun were getting past my little defense here, though everything was fine, it looked like. Fortunately, I had Songbird ready to go, took out that group of Patriots, and so that is that there. Now, again, as I fuck that up, come on, I'll get back around. Oh, okay, now I remember. I think at this point, I kind of stopped because I got really nervous about the energy of the generator, how much damage it was doing, and that was Zeppelin 2. I decided to give in, staying on top perch. I mean, if I stayed on that top perch, I probably would have been fine, but I didn't trust the return to sender because I've never used it before. Now, when I tried this strategy here, I only tried this one other time. I failed one time prior to this, but, so I wasn't sure. Now, I just had to try to keep in mind of as much, you know, where everyone was, and try to keep in mind just the balls, make sure there's a good defense around that perimeter. Now, oh, okay, Okay, so I'm still getting lit up here. At this point, I'm not really worried. Well, obviously, I have to now sit and wait before I can use Songbird. So I'm trying to pick off guys here. And this is why I like Undertow so much. There we go. There's one hit, and there's a second hit. And unfortunately, I have bad aim, so there we go. Yeah, actually, the original strategy of using Undertow and all that other stuff, that was actually pulled from another video. Unfortunately, I don't remember which video that was, so I can't reference it. If I remember to, I'll try to find my original strategy and put that in the description, but that's if I remember. I'll have a hard enough time remembering to put in the new strategy that I used here. So again, another wave of Patriots. Still getting lit up, but fortunately, Songbird was ready to go just in the nick of time to wipe that. Excuse me, to wipe that group out. So that was group 3, and so now I'm. I don't know what I'm doing actually. I think I'm just waiting now for Songbird. I didn't notice. You may have noticed it now, but I did not notice those other 2 Patriots. So I did not realize there was another group of Patriots coming after me. Okay, I was just waiting to attack the Zeppelin, I guess. So okay, there was the 3rd Zeppelin. That is it. That is all the Zeppelins. But the job is not done yet because I still have to take care of all these guys down here. So at this point, I'm kind of just waiting for them to come to me, just because I'm also at this point very, very nervous. So you see, I'm trying to shoot the head off that Patriot. However, forgetting that the return to sender also affects your bullets as well. So I had to. So I just creeped up a little more, just essentially stepped into the barrage, and as you can see here with my expert sharpshooting, getting. Actually, I don't even think I killed that one. I think it takes me. Oh, that was close. I think it still takes me a death to get him down. I think I get him close. I don't know. See, I don't know. I think he only had one hit away. I couldn't really tell there. So pop back up. Hello, how's it going? I tried to use the skyline for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, so I can't really tell what's going on because I'm getting lit the fuck up at this point. Fortunately, though, yeah, again, unfortunately, the Patriot regenerated. But like I was saying before, the good news is that the return to sender has really been a big help, and this is what happens when you forget that the health does not grant you invulnerability, even though I got that health from Elizabeth. So that was unfortunate. But still recovered fairly quickly, got some health, good to go again. And again, my perfect defense is still good, and actually one of the Patriots is down now. Now working on the other one, shooting him in the back, trying to shoot him in the back, shoot him in the face. The easiest way, again, you all probably know this by now, the easiest way to get rid of a Patriot is to shoot him in the head first, both his big head and his tiny head. That's not dirty at all. And then shoot him in the gears. So at this point, I said, fuck it, let's YOLO the shit out of this thing and just blow everything up because I'm getting worried. And I think he's the last guy. The generator bar goes away. And that is it. That is how to beat probably the most difficult battle in all of BioShock Infinite. Again, thanks to Grohlvana. And now back to the live commentary. Alright, so. Excuse me. 6 attempts later, I finally beat it. So, hopefully, at some point during that, I don't know how long that took, but at some point you will hopefully have heard kind of a post-commentary from me about what my strategy was here, about how I handled all this. So hopefully I remember to do that. And so now that I've taken care of this, I don't know how long this video is going to be or if I'm going to keep this video by itself. At this point, I'll let you all know now, this is the end. This is it. There's really not much else to talk about here except for the ending. And there's really a lot to the ending, so I don't really want to ruin it. So you probably won't hear me again, unless I say something in the middle, but I don't plan on doing that.
Booker, come here.
What? What is it?
But yeah, you probably won't hear me again until when the credits roll.
Look, you can use the Songbird to bring the whole damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want?
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger, Comstock, everything.
Tear it down. Tear it all down. Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control! He's coming!
No, he isn't.
Where is he? Where is he?
It's okay. It's all right. I'm here. Just let go. There you go. There you go.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry. What is this place? Elizabeth?
It's a doorway. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger. Is there an answer here? Do you...
Down here. Over here, Booker. This is where we have to go.
Why? What is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway?
I'll have to show you.
Probably gonna regret this. City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
The stars?
Come on. Come on, it's this way. Come on.
Are you going to open it?
It's no good. Damn it. I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it. See? Not stars. They're doors.
Doors to...
To everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
What are all these lighthouses? Why are we... Who are...
There are a million worlds. All different, all similar. Constants and variables.
What?
There's always a lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. But sometimes, something's different. Yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes.
Just so everyone knows, to my knowledge, going the other way produces the same result. Doesn't really matter.
Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. You've already been.
This place. I was here. It's been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Come on now, time's a-wasting.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again? Take my hand.
No. No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him born again. Lord,
stop it!
What are you doing?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with it.
You think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
What of my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes. The girl for the debt. Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. Remember what I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to...
You mean like Chenlin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back!
Hurry!
Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
No, you will not get caught in between. Come!
It is uncomfortable enough as it is.
It's going to be more uncomfortable if you don't come now!
If I get caught, it's going to be a very long time before we see each other.
You will not get caught, I promise!
You can't promise me that.
We're going to lose our window!
I'll wait, thank you.
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No!
Shut down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No! Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
She's gone, Booker. Anna's gone. You shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
I told you it would work.
We already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna.
You suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance? Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt,
girl.
as he is ours.
Wipe away the debt. Miss the girl. Wipe away the debt.
See? He's starting to put his story together.
Wipe away.
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
Wipe.
the brain adapts.
I should know.
Miss the
I've
girl.
lived it.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
Are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before? Wipe the slate clean.
Who are you?
You chose to walk away, but in other oceans,
you
you didn't. You took the
Do you
baptism.
hate your
You were
sin?
born again as a different man.
Do you
stop.
hate your
It all has to end, to have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crab.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made, before you are
And
reborn.
what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No. And both.
So, did you pay attention to all of that? Well, that was definitely a mind fucking half when I first saw that. So yeah, it turns out that the protagonist is also the antagonist, in another universe, of course. And so that is the end of BioShock Infinite. I've finally beaten the goddamn game. That took a lot longer than it needed to be, but at least I did manage to get the job done. So, I'm very glad to have finally beaten it. As the credits roll, these credits, if I remember correctly, were kind of long too, so I'll make sure to put any annotations, or if you want to skip this in case something happens after the fact. But yeah, so, but in my opinion, BioShock Infinite is a good game. I know there's other people out there who've not complained, but voiced their opinions about stuff that they didn't like about it. I thought it was a good game. I really liked the story, even if there may be some plot holes, and, you know, I like the twist. It was something different. It doesn't give the BioShock feel. I mean, I like the fact that there was Rapture at the end there, but didn't have the same feeling for it. But regardless, though, even that it was a completely different environment from the predecessor BioShocks, I still liked the game. I still liked the way it felt. Controls weren't too bad, in my opinion. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can say. I know that, at least at the time of this recording, there has been some new DLC. I have not yet to record that. I will do that soon, though. I might do that after this. But it's not the big DLC where I've seen the trailer for it, which is amazing. I forgot what it was called, but I know it's like Elizabeth's in Rapture or something. But, which is not what this DLC is right now. I completely forgot the name of it. I just downloaded it and haven't played it yet. And so, that... Okay, so I may, I don't know what I'll do here, whether or not I'm not quite sure if I can get, if this would be copyrighted or not, but regardless, I'm going to go ahead and let this play out. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate all the support, and I will see y'all, well, later on down the road.
God only knows what I'd be without you, without you. And if you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Do 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 do. without you. Oh, I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. Without you. Without you.
It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. They do all be right. can stand this indecision. Married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to know. Say that you never needed one headline, why believe it? Everybody wants to rule the world.
This is fine. It's that one line I don't.
Yeah.
Well, he'll figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. Went back home, Lord, my home was lonesome.
Yeah.
Went back
Back home, Lord, my home was lonesome. All my brothers, sisters cried. What a home. See, but then now it's too short. Now it's one too short.
Yeah,
Because then it goes, what a home. So here, we'll play it one more time. Went back home, Lord, my home was lonesome. All my brothers, sisters cried. What a home so sad and lonely. And then it's missing the next line. That's what I'm saying, like, this is the second, that's the third, that's the fourth, but then... And I don't think that's supposed to say lonely.
Probably lonely. We're just missing one.
We'll get the actual.
Nothing else.
Can we run it through this video lyrics? There are loved ones in the glory whose dear forms you often miss. When you close your earthly story, will you join them in their bliss? Will the circle be unbroken? should be like slowed down a little bit since it's the last verse.
You can do that.
Otherwise, there's like, well, otherwise there's just like an abrupt ending, right?
All right. Well, so what I want to do. You guys are really, really, really good. What I want to do is
make it worse.
I want to take the tempo down a little bit if we can, and sort of start by finding like Booker. If you could just be sort of like picking away at the beginning first, and then sort of start to play the song, and maybe then you guys kind of find the tempo together a little bit. I want it to feel you guys are so excellent and professional.
Yeah, no, it won't be like that.
I want to make it sound like it's not like, you know,
sure.
Sheryl Crow and Eric Clapton in a session. So
he gets Eric Clapton, I get Sheryl Crow.
Who do you want, Job?
Right. Yeah, Joplin.
Ex-Tina.
Britney Spears and Seal.
Anna?
Is that you?